You all right?
I'll be fine.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Texas Longhorns.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. You're the guy.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Longhorn quarterback. They trail at the break. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. Oh, look at the juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Green with a catch left side. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ballgame is doubtful. Lucky for Coach O'Brien, his team. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 65 yards. And the Longhorns have the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And here's Green, operating from the gun. And he's got it. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Martin, the return. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And the slant complete to Green. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Green. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2005. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taken his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. They'll start with the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. That throw by Young incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Martin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the gun, Green. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Green. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Going deep for Walker. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Young on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run the counter with Martin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Green. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That throw by Young incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Fourth down, Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there. 36 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Young from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And he'll be taken. Down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions.
Sooners 6.
And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I would have missed this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
The doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's,
Something good, I hope?
well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and I'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. I appreciate the faith, Coach, but... So the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it. But some things, you can't ever say you're fully ready for. That's how the week felt for me. No. This cannot be happening. Okay. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich, Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the Combine record. I'll tell you what, I'll be even faster. Just watch.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Got it, ready?
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. And we're back in the 4th round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the New York Giants. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.